I think the biggest issue you probably have is what almost everybody has, which is when you have ambition, it's awfully hard to also have patience. I am massively, at a global level, patient, but on a practical level and an execution level, I'm very fast. I realized that people collected wine. I was into collecting sports memorabilia. That was my passion, that was the connection. And I decided that I was gonna jump into my family business, open up 4,000 liquor stores across America, sell the franchise one day, and buy the New York Jets American football team, because that is my dream.
If you truly want to be successful, you're constantly going to have to be working hard all the time. And it's going to be challenging some days. You're going to wake up and feel extremely unmotivated and not want to be able to pursue your goals because you want to break, or you want to take time off, or you think you've done enough for the day. But you should always be trying to strive for more and do better than you did the day before. Be better than you were yesterday should be a huge motto for everybody, because if you can do that, then eventually you'll look back and you'll make leaps and bounds of progress that you didn't even notice because you're doing a little bit each and every single day, slight improvements here and there, which will add up over time. And that will excite you and motivate you even more to work harder, because you see that progress on a day-to-day basis and you feel that progress every single day. So make sure you are always working hard, because it will be beneficial down the line. Because if you're working on your goals every single day and other people only take 2 or 3 days a week to work on them, you're going to get there significantly faster, and they're going to be mind blown because you did it every single day in just little bits and pieces. And you broke it down to smaller, manageable tasks instead of saying you need to do this big test right away. So that's a great idea, to make your tasks more manageable, make them smaller and spread them out, because you get more done by doing less at one single time. So if you have a lot of small tasks throughout the day, that will help you a lot.
My lack of interest in complaining is so high, and when I watch what people complain about, it breaks my heart, because they completely lack perspective. And I genuinely believe my happiness and optimism comes from my perspective. Even in political unrest times like right now, a lot of people are very bent out of shape, but the reality is that it's just never been better to be a human being. That's just the truth, that's just data, that's reality. My thing is that I'm so focused on what I'm doing, and I'm making assumptions that you're gonna do great too, and that there's so much abundance. Do I want to lose a pitch to you for Nike Southeast Asia? Absolutely not. There's a lot of push towards being a workaholic, and hard work is a learned behavior. I see it in my team. There's people that come into I've seen it in the thousands of employees I've had, which is the closer they are to the sun, the harder they work. And I'm like, aha. And so I definitely feel like I learned hard work by watching my parents. And so it's why I talk so much about hustle. I was gifted with extreme patience and extreme ambition. And I think that I've come to realize, especially in my early 40s now, that is not as common as I would think, because I had it. And I think that what's hurting you is your own judgment on yourself. That comes from lack of patience. Like, give it time. I do believe, and I don't know if I'm right or wrong, I don't, but I do believe that work ethic is a taught behavior. It's something you do have more control over. And yeah, I think, and you know what really sealed the deal for me? Getting healthier. But in real life, I understand it's a race, and the speed is a variable for success to me in a big way, hustle. And so the patience and speed are very much rubbing against each other, but it's like the diamond comes from that. The disproportionate reason that most people in this room will not win is actually not the hard work, which is what I'm gonna talk about probably for the next 45 minutes. It's your lack of patience. Like for me, business is my hobby. So like when you go on a skiing trip, like don't you get sad when it's Sunday when you were looking forward to it and you got there Thursday and you skied all weekend? For me, that's business. This goes back to my point of people wanting things or wanting to seem successful instead of actually being about it. For me, patience is a piece of cake. It's the only thing I want to do. I think the other thing about the lack of patience and fast, you don't have to be a bad person. I think it leads to mistakes. right? That's another variable layer here. It's funny that my brain went that first narrative. Here's a second narrative. You're going fast, you're not patient, so you rush the outcome and you leave money on the table.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let us know what you thought down in the comment section below.